Hey, yo, what do you know? I need to shave, I'm getting a neck beard. See, no milk mustache. Oh, feels a little wet on my lips. So, I got the day off tomorrow. Yeah, looking forward to that. Do some chores. Yeah. Uh, we'll see what I do later. I'm not real great at making plans on what I'm gonna do, and I don't know. But nonetheless, it'll be nice to have a day off. I worked the last 2 days, and the work's been good. I've struggled a little bit with my paperwork, but I'm getting it. I had someone drive away without paying. I think I, I think I know who it was, and boss is supposed to look at the camera, so otherwise I gotta pay for his gas. But lesson learned, I guess. Whatever. Tonight though, like, there's this customer who comes in, and she's very I don't know, snarky is the word that comes to mind. I don't know if that's fitting or not. Some people might say she's a bitch. Uh, it was weird tonight. Yeah, she was quiet and just had this glaring look about her while I ran her lottery tickets. Oh, and I didn't do it quite the way she expected me to do, and ended up having to punch all her numbers in there by hand, and it took a little longer than just touching a button. So I'm not as smooth as the other people. I just took my time and do it. You want to talk about glaring at me the whole time? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's people out there that would call her a bitch, but I think snarky's kind of a good word for me to use. Yeah, so I don't want to be mean or anything, but it's all right because I figure if so far she hasn't really been mean. She just has a piss poor attitude. Yeah. I don't know what her deal is. Maybe it's because I work at a gas station. I'm beneath her because I can't do any other jobs. You know. And I hope I don't come off like it bothers me because it doesn't. Because what bothers me is she would feel that she should have any kind of attitude toward anybody. Uh, I don't know why, and I'm not going to try to assume why. But what I do know is that the lady that hired me told me I'm able to refuse service to anybody I want to. Now, she was talking about, people wanting to buy cigarettes that are underage and getting somebody else to buy cigarettes for them and me saying no. She tells me I can refuse service to anybody I choose, so I figure that's just fine, you know? And what's she gonna do if I don't ring her stuff up, right? Because she complained to the boss, and I could tell the boss, well, if she's gonna have an attitude, I'm not gonna ring her stuff up. And she can go up to your store, because there's two stores. Yeah. And I'm sure that would make her very happy. But, you know, I don't want to have to go that direction, and I'm not assuming that it will. But I won't be surprised if she wants to have an attitude, and I think that's a pretty good solution. Just be like, "Oh, sorry, your money's no good here. Yeah, go buy your beer and your cigarettes and your lottery tickets somewhere else, 'cause you ain't buying them here when I'm working." And so far, the boss, they really like me, even with the difficulties I've had with the paperwork. They haven't been major, and my money has always been right. And the store is very clean, and it's sharp. Everything's squared up and pulled to the front, just like it should be. Yep, so, yeah. It doesn't take long, and they see they got somebody who takes a little bit of pride in what he does, even if it is a gas station. But, yeah. People, man, I'll tell you, they sure are interesting. I had this one guy, he's a vendor. He come in there, and he was leaving. And while I was doing my thing with cleaning and organizing and stuff, he's carrying on about this and that. So everything's all fucked up and this and that. And it's like, so before he left, I was like, hey, so I'm guessing since you see all that screwed up stuff in the world, you've been stocking up on food, right? He's like, no. Why? Are you? And I'm like, dude, I'm like, look around. That's alright. I can't, I'm not going to criticize him for it. I mean, I know a lot of people still ain't really stocked up on shit beyond what they normally do. But I do know quite a few people that probably could go a couple weeks. You know, I probably know quite a few people that could probably go a couple weeks, maybe a little longer if they started eating on the shit that they really don't want to. But a lot of people, that's about it. A couple weeks and they're probably out of food. Yeah. Maybe a month. I'll be generous. 1 month. Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good, I guess. That's assuming that you needed to feed yourself on your own for 1 month before you starve. So, most people don't see any kind of situation where the system may not provide the food, you know, with that just in time delivery. You know, I know they had some problems down there in the southwest where all that storm went through, you know. And there was still last year when the shelves went empty. But it came back, right? It came back. It always comes back, and it always will. It always will. It's always going to be there. Yep. And the dollar's always going to be the world's standard of what money is. Yep. Which is that imaginary idea that the central bank says, yeah, that piece of paper over there, you can take that for money because we'll back it up. Yep. Yep. People. That's fine. Because I'll tell you what, I'm really glad I took this job. I've gotten a lot more exposure to people. Even more than I would have had a little over a year ago. Because really all I did was work at the slaughterhouse and see a few people that I knew, and that was that. That was my life, was work and visit a little bit on the weekend, and then rest. Well, if I can, rest, because I'm so tired. Yeah. I don't miss that, but shit, I worked there for over 2 years, and looking at all I've seen just in the last couple of weeks working at the gas station from all the different people that come in there, I'm glad I've gotten the exposure to the people of this world like I have the last couple of weeks, and I'll be happy to have that continue, so that I know where people stand. I don't stand for much, though, I'll tell you. Especially the ones I see, because a lot of them, a lot of, a lot of the repeats is beer, cigarettes, and lottery. I doubt they got 2 weeks of food sitting in the fridge and on the shelves. Yep. I guess they shouldn't bring their snarky asses on asking me for help. Yep. Because I'll just refuse service. Yep. Still trying to quit. Which I'll say this. I know somebody that tells me they ain't been smoking, and I'll tell you what. I've been fighting to quit even harder and cut down. It's hard. And as hard as it's been for me, knowing what they've already accomplished, if they picked up a cigarette today or yesterday or whatever, I wouldn't be any less proud of what they'd already done, especially if it was just a one stumble and move on, because one stumble for me lays me flat on my face. And I know how hard it is sometimes for people to give up anything. Cigarettes, chemical dependency, years and years of the habit of just lighting up. And I mean, if you're watching, I hope you know I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. And if you stumble, it's alright. Don't fall. Just be alright. And if you feel like you're gonna stumble, reach out there. If you think that'll help, let someone know you're having a hard time, especially if as far as you've come already. And I hope I can catch up. I really do. And you motivate me for that. And I thank you. It's more motivation on it than I've gotten from really a lot of people. Mate. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna jump off here. And we'll talk again. Garden's coming. This is all I've got that I'm planning to grow. You see these little circles? Those mark the ones that are new. And there's some of these in here I'll be able to take more than one harvest. But now that we've got nice weather, I'm gonna go out there and I've got to measure my garden so I can make a map for what's going where, how much I'm gonna have. I've got to work out my spacing. Yeah, a lot to work out, because I'm gonna do it tight, real tight, and it's gonna be mixed up. So, yeah, pretty soon I'll be planting seeds. Yep, I'm not. I might do some with lights. I don't know, but got my window here, and I was thinking I'd build some shelves and just let the natural sunlight through the window instead of running electrical lights. We'll see. All right, we'll cut it off. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.